next talk will be given by both of you. Okay. So the next talk will be about nano-onco, Biopraxis, roadmap to nanomedicine translation for cancer treatment. And actually, it will be given by Angel and Oihane. Sorry. Okay, thank you.
Okay, now we're going to start. Thank you very much for being here to attend our presentation. Thank you also to the organizers for inviting us. This session is about overcoming barriers in cancer. So we have seen a lot about biological barriers, and I think that the organizers put here us because we are going to try to address other type of barriers that are more related to translation of nanomedicine to real treatments, to reach patients, to get products. So we are not going to speak a lot about science in this case, but maybe more about how to address this key issue or critical issue, in our opinion, that is how to translate the really excellent research that is done in Europe and around the world to real products for the markets. As you can see there, we are a company we are a pharmaceutical company that we are located in the north of Spain, in the Basque Country. We are going to give you a small corporate overview about us, about the company, about our divisions, and also especially focusing what we do in R&D, in translational R&D, and what we do for cancer inside our research programs. We are this part of the group, this small part of the group. Our company belongs to a biggest group. This belongs to a family there in the Basque Country. They are the major shareholders. They have other investments in other type of high technological driven sectors. But here we have the main important part for us, that is the healthcare section of the group. We are the pharmaceutical company, but we have also a healthcare provider company that gives a healthcare service in South America. So we try always to take advantage of this connection, because we are able to develop, we think that should be able to develop new treatments, new medical devices or new drugs that we may apply first in our own clinics in South America. To do this, more focus in the pharmaceutical business where we work, we try to cover all the value chain of drugs. We are a small company, we are 100 people in the company, but our aim is to go through the full value chain. We start with R&D, that Oihane and me belong to this part of the company, to the R&D division. From here, we try to manufacture our own products for us and also for any third party who may be interested in our special capabilities. And we have also a sales division that is mostly centered in Spain, France, Portugal, and with the main aim to go to South America to take advantage of the synergies that I mentioned with our sister company there that provides healthcare.
So, okay, I'm going to continue. Thank you, Angel. So I'm going to explain a little bit which are the services and the key expertise that we have in Vitoria in our manufacturing plant. We have a full formulation and development. We do it, including all the biologics, peptides. We are only manufacturing micro and nanoparticles. We also do analytical development and validation of different analytical techniques that we need for the R&D and also for the manufacturing medicines. We also do the We also do the process development and the scale up. We do it in-house, so we are able to scale up our own products. And also we are certified by GMP manufacturing, and also we have the certification for ISO, also for Europe and for a lot of countries all over the world. And of course, in R&D division, we are really focused in drug delivery of nano and micromedicines. I think that we started delivering micro and nanomedicines 8 years ago, because our company thought that it was a really important how to say, weight or just to delivery, and it's really strategic for our company. So we are now developing some nano and micro medicines, also NLCs and also LCNs. And also we are working for cancer, but for other diseases also, for example, for neglected diseases, for generative medicine, we are doing antimicrobials, and so on.
And going more to the topic that we are addressing here today, our two main lines now in research for cancer are based in two collaborative projects that are financed by the European Commission. We are, as I told you, we are not a big company, so we always try to address research through open innovation schemes and to try to cooperate with all of you. I see many people that I know in the audience that work together with us. The first project that we want to highlight in this case is Theraglio, that is a project that is from FP7. And in this case, we want to try to find a new way of treatment this is a theragnosis-based project that tries to offer a combination of better diagnosis for glioma, focus in surgery to let the surgeon see better the tumor, and to be able to, you know that this is a critical point in glioma treatment, how deep can you go in the resection of the tumor, how you can ensure that you are not leaving there some residual cancer cells. And the other medical issue that we're trying to address is pancreatic ductal adenocarcinoma. You know, probably you know that this is an orphan disease, also like glioblastoma, because they lack of treatment now. It's not an effective treatment for this, and survival rate is really low. So this is part of our strategy, of course. We are, as I said, we are not a big company, so we try to look for some niche markets that are not so huge, that we can get orphan designation for them, and to try to compete there. I will speak a little bit more about this. Up to now, the current solutions for these problems, as I told you, for both of these cancers, unfortunately, there are no solutions. They have a poor, really bad prognosis and a poor median survival. So in this case, innovation and to apply new technologies like nanotechnology or combining different key-enabled technologies is a critical issue to try to get some solutions for these cases. And I will speak a little bit about Theraglio now more in detail. What is the solution that we propose together with our partners? This is based on the development of microbubbles that are used to improve ultrasound visualization, but we want to go beyond that point and try to generate a new system that is able to combine different visualization systems, putting together ultrasounds, MRI, and fluorescence, allowing the surgeon to see better the cancer cells and the tumor borders, and to be able to do the good resection. This we are doing with lipid nanoparticles, that is now more or less the state of the art with some improvements, but we also want to develop biodegradable polymeric microbubbles, which may allow us to connect here spions that will be useful for MRI, and also to functionalize them with drugs to get this kind of therapnosis, to connect therapy and diagnosis. This you cannot do with the lipid bubbles because the layer is not able to include this kind of things. So probably the main outcome of the project will be these polymer microbubbles that are more advanced in this sense. This is a project also where we want to connect different technologies. You have heard a lot about key-enabled technologies for Europe, and in this project there is also work packages that develop machines and software to get to this visualization. So there we connect different technologies to get to this solution. And
okay, so now I'm going to talk about this other project that is called No Cancer. As Angel has said, is for pancreatic disease. These are some functionalized magnetic nanoparticles for combined therapy. We are trying to use them as carriers to put into the tumor and to increase the temperature in the tumor site, so we can kill the cells. We are trying to do it with magnetic nanoparticles, and also we are thinking in putting some peptides or some anti-neoplastic. Or yes, we have started from 1 year ago, so we are working a lot in this project. And the good thing that we have in this project is that the formulation of the nanoparticle is unique, and then the device employed for the magnetic hyperthermia is more cheaper and more smaller than the current systems, because it's a portable system, so you can use just in the site you need. Know that the ones that are now in the market that they are more bigger, and you need are really big equipments and not portable. This is portable and is going to have a good future. And this project comes for another European project for FP7 program. So we have a level of evidence and, of course, a lot of proof of concept. So here you can see the results that we have in the previous project. Which are the next steps? We wanted to scale up. This is our goal, like a pharmaceutical company, and then to do the clinical trials. But of course, for that we have a lot of challenges. We need to be to put a lot of effort in the quality and regulatory requirements, as raw material qualities, quality control techniques, manufacturing process validation, stability studies, correctly identifying the parameters that define relevant physicochemical properties, and so on, so on. This sounds like really it's a normal thing, but when you started developing one nanoparticle and you are in the scale-up moment and you realize that you don't have done all these things, is when the big problems become. So, and to finish with.
Yeah, this, we say that we do everything with open innovation. This is really nice, but there you find, of course, also challenge, not related to the technology itself, but to the environment, to other parts of the research that include, of course, to understand scientists and that they understand you from the company, from the transnational point of view. Also to who leads the projects. Leading the project is not the same that coordinating, and sometimes you lose there the focus of the projects. IP issues, this is critical. Sometimes people start projects that are not, they are not going to be able to protect properly. Of course, we need realistic business models, and this, I like this, that I used to say, the risk of nano everything. Of course, we love nanotechnology, but sometimes you may think if you can find easier solutions. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for the talk. And I think we have exactly time for one question and one quick answer, because then you have to move to the plenary hall for the next talks. Any questions? You want to run to, there's a question.
Hello. I didn't get the point how to heat up, because you said this nanoparticle can heat the temperature of tumor. How exactly is the heating mechanism?
Yeah, there are magnetic nanoparticles, and we use an hyperthermia equipment. So we heat just in the tumor. We put the nanoparticles intratumorally. We keep it in the tumor, and then with the equipment, we do the hyperthermia.
You generate the magnetic field, an alternative magnetic field that makes the particles heat.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, with this, I'm closing the session, and you are all invited to move to the plenary hall. Thank you very much.